remember vividly my tears dropping on the gray carpet on the top steps. Pop's giving me his best guess. Me confessing the burning question, stressing and concerning me and turning me to a wet mess. It's probably nothing, I get it, I'm aware. I know it's probably stupid to be scared, but these days are flying past us and nobody seems to care. It's like we're sprinting towards a brick wall we're pretending isn't there. What happens when we hit it? Do we split into a million bits, or do we come back as a bullfrog and talking ribbits? What is it? What is it? You got the answer, so give it, so give it, so give it, don't lie. What happens when we die? Dad says, Georgie, I'm just guessing from what I've been told. Probably thinking, how'd I raise this emo fucking 9-year-old? Since I'm sorta really not religious, it's a crapshoot, I'll roll a paradise. Although the thought of paradise is very nice, in my heart I know I don't believe in magic. So I'm thinking maybe death is like eternal TV static, or returning to the state before your birth, absorbed into the earth. The fewer hours left, the more they're worth. I admit that it's difficult to think about. I think everybody got a little bit of doubt. You don't get to hide from it even if you shout. Got a soul on the planet, gets to wiggle out. And he said that I know that it's tough to take in some, but it's so early. I can see her in a hurry, but don't worry, cause that isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, 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 long time. Life moves fast. Made the mistake of blinking 20 years past. Now I'm sitting in my living room in Brooklyn with my father. We don't bother doing Christmas in the Bay any longer. It's the first time that we've had this conversation. He says it's tough to take in. I know we're not quite ancient, but we reached the age where we should probably talk arrangements. We could take it several routes. We could sell the house. We can't work forever. Eventually money will run out. That's a spot. Taking a loan would help us cover, which would make it tougher to leave something for you and your brother. Stop. Can't you see? Every meal that you paid for me. All this power to chase a dream. All this privilege not to crave riches, but it's plain to me. The key fact is it's easy to act like cash means jack shit if you never lacked it. And the greatest honor I could have is to make a buck and pass back a fraction of all the happiness you gave to me. And I will never make you live where you don't aim to be. Age is just data. We paint our story A to Z, then dip out, R.I.P. rip out. We tear out the pages, tear up the stage, and we take a seat, making a vacancy. Famous or not, we fade from the plot. Every day when a new night falls, I ride him on the sun in this big blue ball. I get a bit further from the kid called Paul, and I get a bit closer to the big brick wall. But since inching up to that fence, I can run my fingers against all the bricks and mortar, and sense that it's not so cold, it's so dense. And although I'm mournful, I've known that I'm not immortal. I'm not banging into stone, but I'm more headed through this portal. We're born to return to home, we're all born to be mincemeat. Everything dies except for Papaya King hot dogs on 86th Street. Dad hands me a napkin, tells me it's been the same since the 50s. He didn't always love the city, but damn it, he'll miss me. How can you miss something after you leave? I agree that it's sad, but please, don't dwell in it, Dad, because that isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, 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 long time. Personal, no, no. if you got a really lovely place to go, I will chase my goals, yeah, to make me whole. Cause it's urgent, we love and be loved. I've begun to scrub up with detergent to shine up my soul. Don't let my ghost drag you down. If you don't see me around, it doesn't mean that I fell. Yeah, I'm doing well, I got some roses to smell. I hope you smile when I'm gone. It means I had the strength to move on, to find another story to tell, to answer the bell. I got some roses to smell. Cause every screen that we tap is screaming that bigger is better. Better is how you make yourself better, but matter is fleeting. I'm a living, a feed, a machine that I'm blind to see. No point in hiding my pride if there's no privacy. I've already dedicated too much of my time to trying to get my followers. I've been crying out for attention, it's leaving around to mend a hollow crater inside of me, knowing well that it don't mean shit. Going to the well for another cheap dopamine hit. I'm done being a bitch to ambition, now I'm already rich. I got a head that's full of $1,000,000 questions, and the length of it is I don't need the courage to work, I want the strength to quit. Don't let my ghost drag you down. If you don't see me around, it doesn't mean that I fell. Yeah, I'm doing well, I got some roses to smell. I hope you smile when I'm gone. It means I had the strength to move on, to find another story to tell, to answer the bell. I got some roses to smell. To reactable, I was thinking too hard and I cracked my skull. It's natural, erase all doubt. If I take my phones off, then my brains fall out. So you can shout, empty out your throat on me. It just sounds like your lips syncing, oh blah dee, oh blah da. Every time you go blah blah blah, I'm hearing life goes on like it's your mantra. So talk shit, but when it's prone to go down, you're afraid of your own bull, like rodeo clowns that stay low to the ground. I stay plugged in. When my dome needs love, phones hug my skin. But earbuds don't count, they're headphone loopholes. I want them bigger than a couple sideways soup bowls. And if you're saying next to nothing, make like my playlist and get to shuffling. I can't hear you, I got my headphones on. I can't hear you, I got my headphones on. I can't hear you, I got my headphones on. I got my headphones on. I got my headphones on. When I look at who's around, it feels like two's a crowd. I don't run and hide, I just smile real wide. I turn my music loud. Watsky! And the moral of the story is, moral of the story is, work till your arms fall off, till your abs get hard. And your moral of the story is, till my fingers look like a bouquet of roses. You gotta bring yourself your flowers now in showbiz. Focus, it's quiet coyote, come on, let's go kids. Everybody get together with a study buddy and talk about the fuck that I don't give. Because it's so big and explosive, but a lot of people don't live, they don't ever get a motive. If you got a goal, you gotta hold on to what hope is. If I didn't have it, I would ask you where the rope is. Work is my church and so the studio's the closest. I spit it sick until my cootie flows the grossest. Don't be so pissed, just be focused on your own shit, cause we super Californialistic, sexy, and we knows it. You're not my business, go for number one, not a top 5 finish. You can have a chicken pot pie, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna have another can of Popeyes spinach. I'm a Rottweiler, pop my collar when I pop my fur. You're on my nerves, but mark my words, gotta put a leg up and then mark my turf. Work, 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 work. Moral of the story is work, 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 work. Moral of the story is work till your arms fall off, till your abs get hard. And your moral of the story is work till your hands go numb and they cramp in the fans in the stands. Moral of the story is work until I'm black and yellow worker bee. I just work until I'm black and blue and burgundy. Work until I earn that rich mahogany. Honestly, can't you tell I'm working? Bitch, don't bother me. Show some modesty if you're watching me. Bitch is anybody in my way, it's not misogyny. But if you're blocking me, I will soon defeat you. I will build a bridge above you, or I'll tunnel underneath you. I will eat you and excrete you, and I'll feed you to the flowers. If I need to, I'll go through you and absorb your fucking powers. I put in hour after hour, let's be crystal clear. I'm gonna get there if it takes a day or 50 years. I'll finger bang my fears, I'll fucking punch a dragon. Even with the Himalayas in my way, it's gonna happen. Cause waiting doesn't work, and praying may not come through, and hoping doesn't work. So I will be the one to work, 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 work. Moral of the story is work, 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 work. Moral of the story is work till your arms fall off, till your abs get hard. And your moral of the story is work till your hands go numb and they cramp in the fans in the stands. Moral of the story is see me in a glossy photo. No weirdos rock the bells as hard as me since Quasimodo. And maybe someday you might see me in a glossy photo. No weirdos rock the bells as hard as me since Quasimodo. No weirdos rock the bells as hard as me since Quasimodo. I know the forces of good and evil wage a war inside of every heart. But I won't build a border inside my heart. Coming in strong. If you're not angry, what the fuck's wrong with ya? I'd rather be a lover than a fighter, but if you don't fight, the fight will come get you anyway. The stakes are too high. If you ride the fence, you pick the wrong side. Being polite has been beyond tried. If you're sick of shit, think it's time to say this is not normal. This is not normal. I know the forces of good and evil wage a war inside of every heart. But I won't build a border inside my heart. If I don't respect ya, I don't salute ya. I don't respect ya, I don't expect ya. I'm no saint, but these are no humans. Fill up the purse and watch all the world ruin. sure the future's unclear, but this is not normal.
Wage a war inside of every.
Not normal. Not normal. Not normal. Not normal. She freaked when she saw me, calmly eating my tamale. She followed me home from the diner. Now all day she be on me. On the other side of the street, you can see her through the blinds if you peek, with the book propped up on her knees and the blue hair. What do you care when I'm home, what I do there? You're creeping out my neighbors when they grab the paper. You probably think I'm inside like some kind of savior, solving world hunger, working on Sudoku and filling in the numbers, polishing my halo. Ooh, I bet you wonder. Life could be bogus, we all wanna be noticed, but we're the ones in the background, fuzzy when the ones in the front are in focus. And it's pretty difficult to general when you really think a person is incredible. And I get it while you're setting them up on a pillar, but the bigger the tumble, the bigger the pedestal. Frankly, I am flattered, we all wanna matter. Do you see when you pass by that we let the grass die? I'm late with the rent check, we park on the lawn like we're a bunch of fucking rednecks. I'm just watching Netflix, jerking off the porno. I have a subscription and I got a suspicion you think my life is different. I get your confusion, but you got some delusions. Yeah, I'm fucking awesome, but I gotta out you. You probably think I'm in there writing songs about you.
I got you.
Better hit that damn drum. Better hit that damn drum. Smack it, get it, yeah. Better hit that damn drum, got to keep the time. Better hit that damn drum, gotta keep the mind ticking. In a mad life, chaotic and wicked, digging around with sound, found religion. The rhythm, giving the division. It's the bad when nothing is clicking, but it's okay. We cut the pandemonium up, dictate, instruct in it. The structure give us some significance. Thus, each coincidence, you'll find my fingerprints. Kidding, on my clown prints, not a vision. Every run the numbers, the drummer's a mathematician. When shit's gray like Dorian, truth my DeLorean. I'm a click away from the Bay to the Korean Peninsula to Pennsylvania to the Philippines. On the scene, getting me on the Philistines. Time to bring the force. Once you put the brain on like a horse and a tongue like a guillotine. I'll come much sharper than Killer B. Stinger when I'm bringing you the endless soliloquy. If you really put your ear to this, then you will agree. What you're really hearing is authentic ability. Feeling me, not required, is elective. Or the fuck up, ignorant art subjective. What you can relate to in the perspective. And my perspective is that some folks defective. Now, don't cry, there's a lot of dumb guys think they're on the earth flat like a papa dumb. Papa don't preach, but son, bet the papa dums. If guys was cookies, these dudes got nothing crumb. Yes, with success I do got a modicum. Come properly, but I do have the thought of am I problematic or a problem? On the mic, why not both? It's a meme shrug. If you put this up the bean in my mean mug, you can see I'm a fiend for this drug culture, vulture, got that plug. Whatever you think of it, I'm a product of the record industry syndicate. Go ahead, pretend we live inside of a vacuum. You'll be covered in a bunch of itchy ass lit and shit. If I tell you that I'm humble, I'm Pinocchio. And if I'm navel-gazing, well, my nose will grow. That's a ritual seppuku, so I'm sending you back to your regularly scheduled braggadocio. Dozy-do, around the simps, pimp a little flex. Speaking in calligraphy while they're in simple text. Gotta rid of this, hot off the griddle, keep all your heads on a swivel. I got the cable to feed the internet. Ripply facts from every decision, my nipples wrecked. I got a new vision, but it intersects with my shipwrecks from every mission. I've been in the end and it's the beginning. So what if I hit the deck? Cause my pop rocks. If you're soft and poor, come and sip the next. Or if you want more, I'm not getting the morgue. Too hot to be aboard. Watsky might be dead, but you still got charged for the little sex. For the intellects. Music is Watsy's audience Maximus death. Triple X. Arthur stepped off, yeah, he stepped off of the chair. Couldn't weigh 140 pounds. And the ropes
snapped, yeah, the rope snapped, and then Arthur found himself looking up from the ground. Looking up, found things looking up, looking not so down, no, not so down, no. Knots don't have to stay that way, no, not so tightly wound. What a lovely thing it is to fail, to release those grasping fingernails. Arthur thought the end was near, then Arthur played for 50 years. And then my father walked down 8th and 57th Street to Carnegie Hall, yeah, it was Carnegie Hall. The show was past sold out for weeks, but they said if you don't mind sitting on stage, sometimes we release a couple seats. 20 feet, yeah, my dad's 23. 20 feet from the hands on the keys, yeah, the hands on the keys of a man with the hands that almost didn't exist, to see.
Back in 97 when dad was my chauffeur, he played the radio and I tried to guess the composer. Chopin sprinkled over the hum of the motor. When I was young, I'd never doubt my composure. Everything's kosher, man, I was so sure I'd say that I'm good. Don't want no adulthood, I never understood. Couldn't get how anyone would ever wanna end their life until the day that I could. I've heard it said we're alone in the ether, that we're the only intelligent creatures. So you don't need to adjust your receivers. If they were out there, they'd be texting us, hitting our beepers, invading us on some alien Julius Caesar, or begging take me to your leader. But I got a theory, it's neither, that there's a billion brilliant alien planets at leisure, smoking alien reefer. The evolution of the mind's not the hunger to conquer, or to want, or to seek, or to wander, or even wonder, but simply to be, until we cease to be any longer. There's nothing wrong with heavy eyelids. I hope you enjoyed my 20s as much as I did. You'll never know how much that all of you provided, and I'm gonna try to do the same for my kids.
cash. Everybody got me on, I really appreciate it. Everybody gets hit, but the future's awesome. Thank you. Anybody by any chance? Anybody?
What a tangle. What a strangling knot to be caught in. To be exiled here. To be stuck in Berlin with Vienna so near, yet so far from the emperor's ear. What a strange and impossible sum. To be old while to still be so young. To have sung before speaking a word. To be heard, to be hailed, then to fail, to be done. To love but to be so naive. To trust and to be so deceived. To mourn, forlorn, to be torn from you, scorned for another who suffers no grief. To curse God seeking lightning and to still be ignored. To hide in this room not too rich to afford. To hear armies of creditors bang at the door, always yelling for more, and to have nothing to sell that could help, except for the Steinway that sits in the corner. For Arthur it all came too easily to learn the scales in every key, to play the etudes and the suites, the nocturnes and the fantasy, to master the sonatas, minuets and symphonies. To seek the truth in fits and starts, to strike the middle F like it's an arrow through the heart, to wing the right hand like a dove, the peaceful flutter of a dove, and with the left a violent shove, its will demand a shove. To needle gently yet relentlessly a steady foot upon the pedal, and to clench the iron fist inside the velvet glove, to learn to whisper and to scream. Whisper justifies the scream. To let each yearning finger breathe. No, nothing lives unless it breathes. To burn, to worship, to mislead, to pose a question with the pinky on a key. To flee, to fight, to bleed, to float in air, nothing silent underneath. To rap those heavy knuckles on the gate to heaven till there's nothing to achieve. But to go retrieve the length of cable hidden in the cabinet, to metamorphosize a twisted rope into an alphabet, to lay the lazy sea upon the shabby wooden floor, to rise, to send the end across the top, to bend the sea into an S, to curve the tail beneath the S, to turn the tangle to a B, to hug the wretched rooter on the fiber, suffocatingly, to rap again, to get the coil, sever loops, penetrate the yawning hoop, till the loser penetrates through, think that on until it's ready for the job it's gotta do, to toss the braid above the ceiling beam into a fix the noose to bid adieu to all of you until there's nothing left to do but climb the chair, to cinch the collar, find the edge, to step into the air.
I get up when you get down to this. Keep cool, but still get loud to this. When it drops, just can't deny. The mic turned off, but I'm amplified. So if you wanna ride, this young sun will come out tonight. And this one tongue will give out the vibe. But this mic off, I'm still amplified.
We don't just write poems, we got a Mike Jones, giving a fuck, ripping it up in different time zones. I know it's so apropos that it's gotta be said, but I was flowing so hard in the car off the top of my head when I drove home, that my own flows gave me road dome. So go bone, man, but fuck it if you're celibate. Screw the music if you do it cause you're selling it. Well equipped, man, we do it for the hell of it. Never delicate, hella ripped off the elements. Earth, wind, fire, water, top rock, echo box. We got Cosby doing jello shots. I'm not telling him the melanin's irrelevant. I'm yelling and you'll feel it from the ceiling to the sediment. Intelligent, epic, and repping the bay. You're tripping if you're thinking that you're getting away.
I get up when you get down to this. Keep cool, but still get loud to this. When it drops, just can't deny. The mic turned off, but I'm amplified. So if you wanna ride, this young sun will come out tonight. And this one tongue will give out the vibe. But this mic off, I'm still amplified.
The sun is coming up and running through me. If the weather ain't getting better, don't be gloomy. Let's get together, gather up and get it moving. And if you don't like my motherfucking music, sue me. A new me, a new reason to be so unseasonably fine. The ills are my grill, serving supper with free sides. Cut to the B-side, Watsky covered in batter and butter and refried. The speakers are pushing the roof, the tweeters, the whippers are proof. The meters are up in the booth, the subs, the mids, the highs, the higher, the lows. The cones all bumped, oh we're amped, that's the goddamn truth. Flowing low in this moment only to sow and be growing over the roses. And now that we broke it open, we know that we're doping up. And we hoping no one just can't get live. This is how we get amplified.
I get up when you get down to this. Keep cool, but still get loud to this. When it drops, just can't deny. The mic turned off, but I'm amplified. So if you wanna ride, this young sun will come out tonight. And this one tone will give out the vibe. But this mic off, I'm still amplified.
Yeah, I got something to speak on the kind of song once heard you just keep on. We out in Cali here keeping the trees blown, so lean on me, need more gain in Fremont. Turn me up a little, I'ma get a reaction. Yeah, the game's filled up with a little distraction, but I'm passionate, yes, somewhat of a Manson. Here to murder words, maybe hold the rest of them ransom. Wondering what I'm gonna do to blow all them lids back. I tell them to get back, that's how we leave an impact in track form. If you don't feel me, then give me my disc back and be ready to get you a diss track. Shit, man, I'm playing, but somewhat of a monster when I get down to laying these songs. Soon to be done at a concert, playing as loud as the bay will allow. Watsky, good thing you're around to lead the crowd. Yep. Elephant Man, it's Purple Elephant Man. Watsky, shit, it's so hot. But wait, no, lead the Elephant Man's on.
One day you opened up your eyes inside of you, inside a world, inside a universe. You didn't get to choose, you didn't get to pick the rules or pick the past or set the pace or cast the cast and crew. You didn't get to pick your starting place. And though it was a race you didn't understand, you simply lined up on the blocks, and when the pistol popped you ran. And when you tripped and dropped, you picked yourself up off the ground and picked your scabs and knew you had to pick a plan to end what you began. As you got older, there were days of cold surrender, days of shrugged whatever's folded in with days of shocking splendor. But as time advanced, the lovely days were covered up from view by an advancing melancholy haze that hovered near the dew. Yet there were moments, there were these pure arresting moments when you stepped outside your head, outside your pain, outside control, outside the bullshit, out of body, out of rage, outside the need to get it, you will never get it, that's okay.
Have you felt a little off today? Had a lot to say, but wound up talking to yourself. I've been hunting for a kindly ear, but couldn't find one near, and wound up talking to myself.
Had a little spot where you would go through a lot. Wanna shove it to the bottom, but the trouble gonna bubble to the top. Then the bubble gonna pop, and the hustle never ever gonna stop. Cause you get up in the morning, get ahead to get to bed, and then you do it all again until the moment that you drop. You need a plot, what you wanna witness with this life you got. You kicked and fought, trying to get up in your skin and pick this lock. That ticking clock, let's see know the bitch you got. These situations which you issue, someone fit too quick should sit you down to talk. Ever wonder who's the crazy one? People walking to work as if nothing is off. But if a person really got it, they would be cracking a bottle. It's a buddy's head and looting from shops. Other times you're alone, knowing nobody's home, but you walk around muttering under your breath, second guess it. Should say, goddamn it, just whispering soft. Do you ever get lost deep in your thoughts? Triple when you think about the cost of seeing this through? When you tell your stomach in a knots that you don't know how to undo? But do you ever have another moment after that where you can see there's no one way this has to be? Or maybe that's just me.
Have you felt a little off today? Had a lot to say, but wound up talking to yourself. I've been hunting for a kindly ear, but couldn't find one near, and wound up talking to myself. Take my career, give her your help. Let me have the love you share. I've been alone for a long time. Pick the faint praise of strangers over one who truly cares. He keeps the faith in a dark room, fingers twitching like moth wings, hoping to matter, but he can't see how he matters to you. You can't drink wine or coffee, and you're stuck with a body that fights each small request you make.
I got that brown grass dogs come pee on. Your grass so bright it's neon, green and tie-dye, and grows a mile high. We'll be betrayed by the seeds that we sow. Tiny blades grow and stab the earth from below. Your dying dreams bleeding out in the snow. No, 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 no. You, with the crumbling hips, she sees strangers, the oranges, and clenches her fists. In these miles of highway, you're the prettiest pile-up that I've ever glimpsed. I'm lost in the awful withdrawals. Grass seems much greener beyond these old walls, but my worry's so small when I walk through those hospital halls.
Here, take my career, give her your help. Let me have the love you share. I've been alone for a long time. Pick the faint praise of strangers over one who truly cares. He keeps the faith in a dark room, fingers twitching like moth wings, hoping to matter, but he can't see how he matters to you. You can't drink wine or coffee, and you're stuck with a body that fights each tiny prayer you whisper to yourself. The tiny prayers you whisper to yourself. The tiny prayers you whisper to yourself. Rip 'em down, rip 'em down. Every nail, every nail. Pull 'em out with your teeth. I've been busy biting my tongue. Now I got the bloodiest grin. I hope you live a wonderful life, but you're finished living on